everyone. Thank you for watching my previous video lessons. In this video, let's discuss the problems in IGCSE exam May and June 2017 paper 2. Let's start. Write as a single fraction in its simplest form. Here. In this case, you have two fraction parts. You need to do the cross multiplication. If I do the cross multiplication, what I'll get? Let's write down here. 2x minus 1 times multiplied with this 2x minus 1 multiplied with x plus 1 and then 3 multiplied with 2 times x plus 1 minus, I have minus in here, so minus 3 times 2, 6. Then you need to multiply the denominators as well. 3 times x plus 1. Know the name of the method like FOIL method, FOIL, FOIL method. If I multiply, what can I get? 2x times x is 2x square plus 2x times 1, 2x minus x minus 1. And then I have here minus 6 over 3 times x plus 1. I don't multiply. Let's see what about the result in numerator. Then I have here 2x square plus x minus 7 over 3 times x plus 1. Let me try to factorize the term 2x square minus plus x minus 7. If I factorize, what can I get? Let me multiply 2 times 7 is 14. 14, and then what about the middle term? The coefficient of x is 1. So let me write down 1. I have to find the suitable factors like 1 times 14 is 14. 2 times 14 is, 2 times 7 is 14. I couldn't simplify because like I don't get the suitable factors here. After add or subtract, I have to get 1. Here, the sum of 1 and 14 difference also will not be the same. This quadratic equation cannot be factorizable. So my answer is, this is my answer. Let's move on next problem. Here, 21, y is inversely proportional to square root of 1 plus x. You need to know the basics first of all. See, have a look here. If they said directly proportional, mean y proportional to x. Here you can see here y proportional to x, y proportional to x. When I switch this symbol, I need to write y equal k times x. The reason, if they said directly proportional, mean it can be kx for some constant k. Here k is constant. What about the graph? The graph is passing through the origin. If you have something inversely proportional to inverse mean in this case what you can do, y proportional to 1 over x. So y equal k over x. K times 1 over x should be k over x. What about the graph? The graph could be like this. This is the basics you need to understand before you get into this problem. The problem says y is inversely proportional to, let's write down here, y inversely proportional to 1 over square root of 1 plus x. They said inverse. This is the reason I wrote 1 over square root of 1 plus x. Y equal k times 1. K times 1 can be k. The denominator is square root of 1 plus x. You need to find the constant k. You need to find the values of k. When x is 8, y is 2. Let's replace y by 2. If I replace 2 equal k over square root of 1 plus x. The x is 8. 1 plus 8 is 9. Then 2 equal k over 3. The square root of 9 is 3. That's why I wrote 3 here. What about k? What about k here? K equals 6. When you do the cross multiplication, you can get the value of k is 6. Here we need to find y when x equal 15. When x equal 15. In this case, what I'm going to do, I need to find y when x is 15. Now I have the values of k. Let's move on the equation. Y equal, what about k? K is 6. 1 plus x. The x is 15. So 1 plus 15 is 16. Square root of 16 can be 6 over square root of 16 is 4. So if you simplify, you can get 3 times 2 over 3 times 2, 6, 2 times 2, 4. The value of y is 3 over 2. Factorize completely. You need to remember the rule here, like a square minus b square equal a plus b times a minus b. The problem is 9t square minus u square. This 9 can be written as 3 times 3. Now let me write 3t the whole square minus u square. Let's apply the rule a plus b times a minus b. So instead of a, I have 3t. Instead of b, I have u. You just replace over there. What's a? 3t plus u, then 3t minus u. This is my answer. You can write over there. Next. The next problem also says to factorize completely. Here you have 4 terms. You just count 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4 terms. When they are asking to factorize completely, at the same time you have 4 terms, this means you need to rearrange the term. Then only you can able to factorize. See, let's rearrange 2c minus pc, then minus 4d plus 2pd. Look at the first 2 terms, what I have common. I don't have any numerical values or common, but I have the variable c. Let's take out c outside. What I have 2 minus p. Let me write down the same thing here. 2 minus p. And then here you need to get 4d, minus 4d. So what can I place it here? Minus 2d. You can see now if you multiply 2d times 2, 4d, 2d times p, 2pd. Then you can connect these 2 terms together, c minus 2d. Then instead of these 2 terms, here also I have 2 minus p, here also I have 2 minus p. So write only one time. So this is what I have. The answer can be C. Most of the times, whenever you have 4 terms, you need to do the rearrangements. Then only it's easy to factorize. Thank you for watching. After watching, please like, subscribe, and share to your friends.